Here we go. The first race of the F1 2020 My Team career mode. The first race for TomGorian F1 Team. After a decent pre-season test in Catalonia, we should have the pace to not finish last at least. As long as we don't finish last, then I think we can call this race a success. Pretty much the objective of this season is to not finish last, to finish ahead of Williams, and maybe in the odd race or two, score maybe 1 or 2 points. Obviously we're going to try and get that constructors objective of scoring 5 constructors points, but I feel like we can do that. But this is a 16 round season, so every point matters, every qualifying session matters, every race matters completely more than ever before now. With 16 races, mistakes, failures, driver errors, spins, they all cost more. But pretty much in the practice session, the car felt really good. The car felt really good in low speed, high speed corners, on a straight line. We're bringing four minor upgrades before the Bahrain Grand Prix. Or it might be after, who knows. But like the video and subscribe if you want to see more 2020 My Team content. It's time for the race.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today, as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One. And yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Verstappen, Norris, Sainz, Giovinazzi, and Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen, and Grosjean, Stroll, Hubert, Daniel Kvyat and Thomas, Perez, Gasly, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So, believe it or not, I was actually very surprised about our first qualifying of the season and of our team's career pretty much. Anthione Hubert qualified 16th. He made it out of Q1. And if you didn't know, I've changed the qualifying format this year. I've went for the standard normal 3-stage qualifying format with Q1, Q2 and Q3 until I get used to the game. And Anthione Hubert, he actually made that out of Q1. Like, I was actually surprised. Like, I think my lap was decent. I think I could have maybe found, an extra 10th or 2. But Anthione Hubert made it out to Q1, even though he's starting 16th and I'm in 18th. I think that's a good start for us. You know, and considering the fact that we qualified ahead of Sergio Perez in the pink Mercedes... oh, sorry, I mean Racing Point, not pink Mercedes, even though the chassis is pretty much from last season from Mercedes. Come on now. And, yeah, like the video. And Gasly and the two Williams, of course. Obviously, the two Williams were the people we were trying to beat, but I'm really glad about our qualifying. Alright, here we go. Daniel Kvyat. We got Perez there. Stroll just out-qualified Hubert. Gasly. Here we go, the 20 season begins with 5 red lights. Bit of a long wait there, but it's lights out and away we go for a new season. And it's a decent start by us from there. We're going to go into the middle in towards turn 1 here. And a little bit boxed in here. Gonna have to watch out. There's Perez coming from around the outside. Perez gains that position. And we're down to 19th place. But if there's a gap down the inside, we're going to go for it. Yes, we do. Look at that massive dive bomb from Pierre Gasly. He's made around about 5 or 6 positions there. What a horrendous dive bomb that was from Gasly. I had to avoid him there. Jeez. Oh, how fast do you want to dive bomb into turn 3? Gasly, jeez. Anyway. Speaking of AlphaTauri, here's Daniel Kvyat as Perez, so Grosjean actually. Grosjean's jumped Perez. Even, wow. But we're still in P18 and that's a very good start for us. Hopefully now we can try and just keep up with these cars. Okay, so end of lap 1, and I'm already noticing a couple of gameplay differences from 2019. The dirtier is more effective on this game than it was last year. Clearly, especially if you're following the car for like a couple laps. Like, it's only been 1 lap and I'm already feeling the dirtier. Curbs as well, this car does not like the curbs. I've had to try to correct the car a couple of times, and the back end's another problem that this car has. But, just getting so much understeer, and I can't catch Kvyat for some weird reason. We're stuck in this train. Got Hubert, Stroll, Kvyat, and then me, and then Perez. I'm literally stuck in this train, and I can't go anywhere. Can I nail this corner? Yes, I do. This is the closest we've been to Daniel Kvyat so far. But we just don't seem to have any straight line speed to try and catch him. But he is in the DRS as well. I've decided to go into lean for the third sector to save my tyre wear. And also to try and save fuel, because the team underfueled us. Only 0.55 laps of fuel, but I'm going to have to try and do something here. Nearly lose the back end there. As Perez is all over us now. Lap 11, and my teammates in the pits. Come on, I wanted to go in that lap. I wanted to execute the undercut. That was the only chance we were going to get position. I mean, if anyone's going to try, as Sebastian Vettel goes through, if anyone's going to try and score points, unless it's Hubert, he's got a serious pace today. Right, into the pits. Double lock-up on the front tyres. For our one and only pit stop, we're going to go from the softs to the mediums, as that is Lance Stroll. Wow, Stroll has literally got a whole pit stop ahead of us now. Alright, come on, let's go. 3-second pit stop from the boys, that's not bad. Let's go. And we've been jumped. We've lost our deficit, or we've lost our advantage, and now we're in 20th now. The car on the medium tyres feels okay, but nothing too radical or too earth-shattering as that's Grosjean. No, Ocon. Ocon's pit again? So wow, Ocon's doing a 2-stop. Why is Ocon doing a 2-stop unless he went for hards and then mediums? I don't understand that, but if Ocon's on a 2-stop, then that's ruined his chances of scoring points. But we're in P18, and this stage of the race is pretty much boring. Nothing's really happening right now, but hopefully we can catch up. No, Grosjean, get away from me. Get away from me. You don't want to follow me. You don't want to follow me, Grosjean. But 9 laps to go to try and pretty much hold off Grosjean in the Haas, and that Haas really looks really decent. But we've really left the Williams cars for dead, pretty much. We've got decent pace over the Williams cars, but I just can't shake off Grosjean, especially into Sector 2. This is going to be a nightmare here. And this is where they usually like to overtake. Around into this corner, Magnussen's out. Magnussen's out, and there's a safety car. Oh, okay. There's a safety car, and I think Grosjean, yeah, there's Magnussen there. What happened to Magnussen? Was it just a normal mechanical failure, like a DNF, like a normal engine failure? Let's see. Let's see Magnussen. Where's Magnussen? There he is. Yep, simple engine failure. I pretty much predicted that. Not a good day for the Haas boys. I don't know if I should have pit as soon as the safety car came out. I don't know if I should have. I think I made the right decision now. I don't think we're going to do anything today in today's race apart from scoring points. But the best we can hope for is finish. Green flags, and we're back on the way. Not really the best exit, I'd say. Hopefully we can just get away from Russell and Ocon. Hopefully Russell holds Ocon behind, and as soon as I say that, Ocon is ahead. That's great, isn't it? Right, come on. For some reason why the Renault seems really slow in Sector 3, and all of a sudden we're starting to gain pace in Sector 3. I don't know why. As we go wide there. And towards the penultimate corner. Try and get a good exit. And we're right back to where we were at the start of the race. We're stuck in a train. And as my ERS battery is literally out, I have to do a better job of managing my ERS. And yeah. Let's try and finish this race. If Ocon can make a move in Hubert, this could give me a position. Ocon goes around the outside into the chicane. Great move there by Esteban in the Renault. And that's going to give us DRS. Hopefully we can overtake our teammate. Down the inside. Hopefully there's no contact. Yes, there isn't. We've overtaken Anthione Hubert. 17th place. So, final summary on the first race of the season. We come home in P17, but we're going to finish ahead of our teammate. That's the most important thing. At least we finished the race. At least we showed that we could overtake. And at least we had some decent pace, I guess. But nowhere near the points, nowhere near being competitive. But I'll take that for the first race of the season, P17.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over.
So Sebastian Vettel repeats his 2017 and 2018 victories. With the first win of the season, it's a Ferrari 1-2. Wow, that's really shocking considering the real life pace that they've had, especially in the Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully Codemasters released a patch for the performances because they need to release it. Ferrari need to be the 5th best team, Racing Point need to be the 3rd best team, I think McLaren needs to be 4th, and Sauber as well, Alfa Romeo, I think they need to be a little bit nerfed as well, but Vettel wins from Leclerc. Verstappen. Hamilton came home in 6th place, wow. Hamilton came home in 6th place, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, Giovinazzi finished 11th, but we finished 17th and 18th. Not bad for our first race, hopefully we can expect better from the next race out. And yeah, all we can do is hope for the best. Thanks for watching the video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in Bahrain for the next video. Goodbye.